wanaume wamejivunia for a very long time. It's the bros circle, the boys group. Hiyo ndio kitu moja like guys will always be proud about their friends in the boys group. But then again, one thing like we've had and we've seen, like it's like a trend for me and an observation, is that you will never call out your friend for what they do
whatever
wrong,
reason.
for whatever reason. For example, kumekuwa na issue ya gender based violence. Tumecheki mademu wanachapangwa huku hivi, right? Hao wanaume wanachapa hao wanawake, they have friends. Why aren't you calling out your friends? All right? We have seen so many issues like maybe mtu mwanaume anatesa bibi yake na watoto wake, hawalipi fees. You know, some cases unaweza angalia one, you ni genuine, no you ni beshte yangu. So me kitu nawauliza hapa hivi leo, honestly, why don't you all call out your friends whenever they are doing something wrong and you feel it's genuinely wrong?
GBV.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say that in my main circle, I have not experienced GBV.
So the first thing on accountability is, like me, as Ruben's friend, now holding Ruben accountable, now holding Kate accountable. Like if I hear like Kate is messing up, you see, messing up is according to my standards, not according to your standards. Maybe your standards for messing up are here, my standard for messing up are here.
So Billy got me deep out your shirt and stuck in line. Up in the city blessings when I'm something up a line prison. A fly cuss in the France, I'm in the blind penny. My time's flying, but standards in.
What's up my people? Karibuni tena to another exciting episode ya Dingy Corner kwenye 106. Tuko hapa na Genj. Yeah.
Naja wase kama K kama Kawa, ni Jonah aka Babu, tuko on set. It's gonna be interesting, it's gonna be engaging.
It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be late. It's already late, bro.
All right. And of course we have a guest. Of course she's been on the show before if you've been following our content. But I'll let her introduce herself.
Saseni Mbugia wa Kenya. Mishe, lakini mnanijua ka HR. Today it's going to be very, very interesting, very lit like he said. So I'm looking forward and I hope you all are going to be engaging with us all through the conversation.
Fire, see fire.
Fire. I'm going to...
Let's go, G.
Niaje wase, karibuni kwenye show. Tuko hapa DC 106, ni Keith. Keep it locked.
Keith amekuwa MIA kidogo but he's back and we're happy to have you back, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, so for me, you know me as Ruben, aka Mr. Ru, and karibuni tena to the show.
Subscribe,
like,
comment.
Man, finya hizo button mara mingi.
Bonyeza.
Okay, great. So today, guys, like I said, it's going to be very, very interesting because we're going to be asking these guys, our wanaume wote, will be asking some very controversial questions or the questions that all the girlies mngetaka kuuliza wanaume. So I hope mtawa represent poa all through the show. Na kama kuna swali mtaacha, please make sure to like comment and just share the question. We are definitely going to have a part 2, right? Okay, we can do this again, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, so
jinawa katikati ni part 2.
So kama kuna swali una feel like mtaacha all throughout, please feel free kuwa DM, kuacha comment hapo hivyo and we'll definitely come back to it.
Let's get this fire burning.
Yeah.
One love. Over to you.
So ni mimi oh gosh guys. Mimi leo ndio niko on the helm.
Over to you.
The menu control.
Very ready right, for Tuesday.
All right, so we're going to have like different questions and the first one ningetaka kuanza na accountability.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Kama kuna kitu wanaume wamejivunia for a very long time, it's the bros circle, the boys group. Hiyo ndio kitu moja like guys will always be proud about their friends in the boys group. But then again, one thing like we've had and we've seen, like it's like a trend for me and an observation, is that you will never call out your friend for what they do
whatever
wrong,
reason.
for whatever reason. For example, kumekuwa na issue ya gender based violence. Tumecheki mademu wanachapangwa huku hivi, right? Hao wanaume wanachapa hao wanawake, they have friends. why aren't you calling out your friends? All right, we have seen so many issues like maybe mtu mwanaume anatesa bibi yake na watoto wake hawalipi fees, you know, some cases unaweza angalia one ish you ni genuine no you ni bishte yangu. So mi kitu nawauliza hapa hivi leo honestly ni why don't you all call out your friends whenever they are doing something wrong and you feel it's genuinely wrong?
If I can start.
Okay.
Mimi, I have no such friends because we all take responsibility in terms of
Amen.
in terms of you know, like I've always called out Jonah, Moffat, Wandere, and the rest of the gang whenever there's a situation that we need to like tackle, and they've always called me out and told me, yo bro niaje hapa hivi una band. So like you either stay on like on the lane or ukitoka ujue mi sikutambui. I may not be speaking to the masses. I'm speaking to the few that I know about, of like my close ties. Huh? So like si feel ni kama tumeza. Okay, we of course we go out there and we take care of the boys, as you've said, my boys, which still happens with the ladies.
No, not on a scale of like 100. Women will always betray women for their selfish interests. I stand corrected. But one thing I know, mika dem, nita betray beshte yangu haraka sana for my personal selfish interest. But it's not the same thing for men. And that's why I asked you guys, it's very hard for a man to betray a fellow man. No kicheki beshte yako amekubetray man. Uyo si beshte yako, ama uyo ni snitch tu, ni niga mwenye hata hafai kuwa kwa group yako. I'm asking you guys, why don't you all really call out? You don't call out, you guys.
So in this case there are two. There is one thing you mentioned, GBV. Yeah. For me, I'd say that in my main circle, I have not experienced GBV. Yeah, but recently nimekuwa like I've been away.
Okay.
And I've been in the village, and there have been some incidences that have crossed my path. Now I called them out, but then I found it difficult to do a follow through, like talk directly to the guy, kumwambia hii si poa. But on the incident nilipata one of our house, not house, one of our wafanyikazi.
Yeah, house help.
House girl,
so si house help na yeye take care of uko nje.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so one of seme farm boy or something like that. Alikuwa na wife. Na mimi nika kidogo nasikia wife anapiga nduru, so going to check, napata amefunga keja, anapiga wife. So I called him out, nikamuita, he stopped, opened the door and all that. Yeah. So I called it out.
Right.
Nikamwambia, whatever you're doing is not right. It is not something that we are supposed to be doing in this time and era. Yeah. So I called out, and I also did go ahead, nikapigia the chief of the area. Na akaniambia niambie huyo mdem aende afanya nini, a report. The only thing that was weird for me is that huyu mtu anapigwa, before atoke hapo afike kwenda kureport. Definitely, of course, the guy will not allow aende kureport, you know. Yeah, so that is the escapade that I've been in.
Right.
But amongst my friends, I don't think there has been one mwenye amekuwa na such a, especially when we are talking about GBV
and stuff.
Yes.
All right. One thing I'm getting from the conversation so far is that you're saying that you have not encountered a friend that like is into
GBV.
Some demeanor, acha tuache GBV, acha tuseme misdemeanor in whatever kind of setup it is, maybe relationship, family, and kind of setup. And what I'm getting from Keith is that like he reacted and to the kind of he made the man be accountable, but then kuna limits uko nazo as a person, right? So now before I ask the next question, maybe like Jonah can give us, Babu can give us like, what do you think about that accountability thing?
So the first thing on accountability is like me as Ruben's friend now holding Ruben accountable na holdingi pia Kate accountable. Like if I hear like Kate is messing up, you see, messing up is according to my standards, not according to your standards. Maybe your standards for messing up are here, my standards for messing up are here.
There is a margin of
So
depending on
mbona Jonathan point out Kate that maze Kate stop smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes are bad for your health. Maybe according to my standards of excellence, cigarettes are not bad for Kate's health. So now I'm not going to call Kate out for smoking cigarettes. But then on the issue of GVB nita Kate nimuulize. Maze Kate, najua unapenda vizuri huyu mdem and everything, but ukiendelea kumgonga hivi utaenda kula marago huko ndani, unacheki. So najua
utakaribishwa
nakaribisha kaja prisons. Najua mdem anakuboa and everything, but mazee itabidi mdem kama wezishi na ina amani, wacha kumgonga, yani chorea tu hiyo story. So hiyo ni tunaweza hold accountable. So mmoja unaweza kuona shankani aje Jonathan anakonga beshta Kate anavuta mafegi lakini amwambii. But trust me, whenever Kate exceed my expectations as a man of what is acceptable, according to my expectations, not according to your expectations, definitely tam call out. Juni kwa mtu kama Kate, haizona kama mazee mimi tseme theoretically Kate would not see me eating without washing my hands. Ana mazee Jonah ni aje. Shughuli piga si safi mazee kabla udishi na mkono. Haizi ni mazee story. But sasa anaweza haizi maybe according to Kate's standards of expectations, smoking cigarettes is not bad. So akiwa nikuvuta fegi hata ni call out. So unajua ukiangalia from a third person's perspective utafini kama Kate wa ni call out, but trust me, Sika boys, we call out each other according to our standards of expectation. Yeah, so maybe where there's a variance is expectation. Right. Maybe una feel mtu anafaa anawe alafu aombe before akule, lakini mimi na feel
wewe unaweza anza tu kula.
Bora tu amenawa anaweza kula bila kuomba.
Anaweza tu kula. Anaweza kula. Like you just dig it.
But trust me, we definitely, I'm sure Kate would not see me fuck up and then anyamaze. I don't also see Kate fuck up and then anyamaze. Maybe according to you, utokona chiki like I'm not calling him out, but it's basically because and I meet expectations.
Yeah,
I meet
exactly whatever you're saying ni in the context yenye mimi ndiko involved directly ni ati I was expecting hawa washikadoria ama wanasheria
washikadao
they act immediately. Yeah, but nimecall then ananiambia wewe mwambie aende afanye nini,
report.
And if we look at, I think I've seen a video trending where mdema ameenda kureport amepigwa. And then makarau waka like they were having their own conversation and like they're like we mbona sijui hujafanya nini na nini na nini, like they were not actively taking responsibility. For me I was expecting active responsibility like but so unapata kuna hiyo threshold ya mtu anaona hii bado haijafika level ya kuwa reported ama huyu hajafika like whatever you're saying huyu hajafika level ya ku hold msi accountable. Definitely
alright. Okay, so kitu then tuna establish guys ni kuna variance hapa hivi na kuna standards, meaning like men hold each other accountable to different variances ama to different standards. So tuseme wewe una date chali mwenye maybe anaenda mjengo, mabeshti wake pia wanaenda mjengo, maybe ama wanafanya some other kind of jobs, then you should expect like wanamhold maybe kwa hiyo standard. Is that what you're saying, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing that you're saying, because assuming, for example, you're in corporate and you're supposed to be dressing in a certain corporate way, and then when you show up at work umeka kama msa mjengo, I don't know if you get me. Yeah. Then we'd call you out and tell you, bro, hey, who's in the meeting?
Okay, easy. All right. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. And then, okay.
All right. So tumefunga hiyo swali ya kwanza. Guys, mimi nataka niharakishe juu na maswali mob.
Let's go. We have you.
Tuna wajibu.
So kwanza tushamaliza. All right. So now the second question is, now we are talking about standards and vitu kama hizo, right? So now let's talk about you. Let's get very personal now. There's a way you handle women, there's a way you handle your business, there's a way you handle society, you understand? So let's talk about relationships. You as a person, are you comfortable a woman treating you the same way that you treat other women? Like, are you okay with kama for kama?
Okay, so maybe just elaborate on what you just said. Okay, so like a woman treating you the same way other women treat.
No.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable women treating you the same way you treat them? For example, like I have a perceived perception.
Oh yeah, I get you. So in this case, you're saying if let's say I go out and I go all out and like spend whatever I have to spend to make you happy, blah blah blah, and she reciprocates. I hope that's a question.
No, the question is mimi kama Sheila, mi ni msee mnanchalant ama wase wamekuwa kitumia words gani of late?
No, makes sense. Makes sense.
What words have people been using in relationships of late? Nonchalant, yeah. So me kama Sheila, personality yangu, I'm so nonchalant. I'll not communicate to you. You know, like I'll just call you in the morning, yo, what's your day like? And I'm just out to and I'll not communicate the entire day. I'll communicate tomorrow morning again. That's 24 hours later, right? That's one of the standards that like people wanapenda to hold up to each other when it comes to relationships. Yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is about maybe finances. The way you treat your woman. Let's say when I have money, I have that dominance in me. You understand? Like, so the question is, you see that personality, you know, this is me Keith, this is me Rube, this is me Babu. There is that personality of yours you have, and there is that like common personality that we have as a man. Kuna ule unajua mwanaume akiwa hivi atatreat mwanamke hivi. So I'm asking you, are you comfortable being treated the same way you treat women around the streets in different phases of your life?
Okay. For me,
your whole faces, your money faces, everything.
For me, I'm easy. If I want to send you a text once and you respond and we're good, I'm happy. And later, if you want to talk to me and I text you back, then I'm happy. I don't have to be like, bombarding you with all those like, texts and stuff and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not responding, and then you're like, Nyaje, mbona unijibu, mbona you ranting on me and stuff like that. I get you. And if I'm happy responding to your feedback, responding to your messages and stuff like that within certain periods of, because you probably don't know where I'm at and what I'm going through and what blah blah blah. Unless it's an emergency, just call me and tell me, bro, Nyaje, or rather, okay, so in this case it's Boo. Niaje, this is an emergency. I need you to sort me out like this and this and this. If I pick, sawa. If I don't, just send me an SMS or a WhatsApp message and tell me, Ebuni swat hivi. And if then the tables are turned, I'm okay with that, because maybe I'm trying to reach out to you and stuff like that, and you're not. And then probably I just need to just hang out, or rather rant, or like, get the vibe out. And then I call you and ask you, are you able to come over and stuff like that? So I'm happy with that.
So as long as it's matching the energy.
Yes.
All right.
For me, I can say the way I do things, or the way you do your things, should just be the way you do your things. You shouldn't start doing things the way I do. Like, yani usinikopi. Kama mimi nakupenda design fulani, wewe usinikopi uanze pia kufanya vitu hivyo. Una get?
Yeah.
Kama mimi nashikanga simu time fulani ama nini, wewe pia usianze you get, like,
naka unanibo kama hiyo like, story yako inanibo ya communicate asubuhi alafu na communicate for 24 hours kama inanibo. However much you are different.
You're talking about relationships.
Yeah.
Relationship means once you understand each other and the way you do your things. Like, you understand mimi najibungu after time fulani, si ndio?
After 24 hours.
Okay, fanya ukisema 24 hours na inafanya inakaa obvious. Yeah. Unajua ukiniandikia message naweza kosa kuona in 3 or 4 hours.
Niache 24 hours sawa.
Tuweza 20 back na 4.
Sawa 20.
Unajua nikijibu in 4 hours is fine. Si ndio?
Alright.
It does not mean that ile siku mimi nitakutext wewe pia ufanye hivyo. You get? Do you get the point?
I get the point. Let's hear what Babu is going to say. Ndio tuone kama okay.
Madem na machali, we are physically different, we are psychologically different. As much as we are
emotionally different.
Emotional, you see you get about like.
No, it's different.
But thing is, we are physically and psychologically different. The way I think is totally different. Me and Kate can think along the same lines because we're psychologically the same. So that means is I'll never be able to behave the way you behave. You'll never be able to behave the way I behave. So kila mtu behave tu kivyake. Kama mi tabia yangu ni kujibu after 24 hours, nipe 24 hours.
Zizi.
Kama wewe ni wa 2 minutes
ama 0 seconds. Ama 0 minutes.
Hakuna siku nitaanza kuambia Kate, maze Kate ni aje, maze umeni blue tick. Send him call after a week. Sasa kama mtumia message amesoma, ameni blue tick aja ni blue tick. The point is home. I don't need a response from Kate. If it's an emergency, tapiga Kate. Kate ni aje, nikutumia message kwa WhatsApp. Umecheki? Rada anijibu. Ananiambia ni aje, inaweza haiwezi. Tuna move on.
Okay, mimi na feel aje guys. Nyinyi mnasema wase ni different. So venye tuna act ni different. So expectations zinafaa kuwa different.
Exactly.
Nataka ni introduce I want to introduce a different thing. It's very basic but ni different. Bible inasemaje? Do unto others what you wish they'll do unto you. Also, me as a person, mimi nikitoka hapa hivi nafikiria and maybe I'm dating a guy called Alex, right? Mimi nafikiria Alex by the way ameamka asubuhi, alikuwa na very early morning, alikuwa nafaa kwenda airport and stuff like that, so nafaa kumwambia good morning. I'm thinking ahead.
When the airport?
No.
Who is Alex?
Let her finish.
Somebody Alex naenda airport. So what I'm trying to introduce is this person X is thinking about Alex and the day they're having ahead and what they're doing today. So I need how can I be part of their day? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that brings me out of my personality as Keith. For replying after 3 hours, from replying after 24 hours. Out of my personality. And that's why I was asking this question, you guys. Why can't we just do to others what we want them to do?
No, let me explain for you the difference.
Mbona lazima tuweke personality?
You see, when Keith wakes up and Keith decides to go to the airport, Keith will be like, I'm going to Mombasa to do 1, 2, 3. I need to make sure everything is in line according to 1, 2, 3. So the first thing that Keith thinks when he wakes up is I need to be at the airport at 4 o'clock. He's not thought about Brenda.
Why?
Ajafikiria Brenda. That's how a man thinks.
All right.
Kid call mazee nimefika Mombasa, nimefika on time, I've done 1, 2, 3, I have all this much time. Maybe I should go into the shop and get something for Brenda. That is how Keith is thinking. I'm not able to see how Brenda thinks when Brenda wakes up in the morning, but definitely I know when Keith was supposed to be going to Mombasa, nampeleka Mombasa ndo iko top of his head.
That's a man.
Time atakuwa ameka kwa ndege na nafikiria, by the way, what is Brenda up to? Let me get But then seti amka asubuhi anafikiria Brenda. Na kiamka asubuhi anze kufikiria Brenda then amepotea.
Acha Keith respond to what Jonah has said.
Definitely that is true. Like as men, there are some things that you will give priority to, right? So utapata you have your woman. You will give her priority. Yeah. And I have my things for the day. I'll give that priority. So it'll depend. I will wake up, for instance, let's say I'm in the village. I will wake up, do A, B, C. Then I realize, I've not told someone that I'm doing A, B, C. Then you get you ladies will expect that you be the first thing in the mind, So sometimes I will forget. I will begin not forgetting. I will begin with the things
they
that
prioritize.
Wanasema they'll begin with the things that are important. Even wanasema.
Okay.
But
so point is,
these things are important to sustain.
For sustaining. Okay. So nitaanza na zile vitu
let's assume
sustain.
What I think Keith is trying to say
kidogo tu.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Then unafika hapo una realize nafaa kuambia. Then I will backdate. And I will begin. I just woke up. I'm going to do A, B, C, D. You get. So you will be in the same wavelength. Yeah. But if I tell you that nimefanya A, B, C, D, sometimes you will say I have not prioritized.
So is that cheating?
No, it's not. It's not.
I feel left out.
But
I feel left out at this point.
No, you're not left out.
I'm not left out.
You're not left out. I've put you to
up to date
with whatever I'm doing.
I think what Keith is trying to say is, let's say, I'm in a village. I'm just using that example. So in the village, maybe you guys are doing a construction of a home and stuff and everything, and you've been left in Nairobi to take care of whatever biasharas you guys have. Then Keith wakes up. No, he doesn't even actually wake up. He's walking up by the fundi. So the fundi is at the gate, and he's like, "I'm here." So he's supposed to do 1, 2, 3. So when you get into that vibe, your mind does not really like look at you just going back what you said, important. Yes, you are. You remain important.
Okay.
And whatever I'm doing here is basically for you. So this project is basically
for us. For us as
No.
Oh, all right.
A home is whose home is it?
Ours.
The woman. No, the woman.
All right.
The man just comes to sleep and go to. I don't know if you get me. You're the one who takes care of, like, say,
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, so
all
like
right.
for me, let's say this is our home. Mi bora umesema unataka hii na hii na hii na hii. I will do all that. But then, if you take the percentage-wise in terms of like what time I spend like watching or, in the kitchen, or the most time is in the bedroom. Nikuja kulala, niamke asubuhi najua kuna shughuli nafaa kupiga, ilete do.
Okay.
So in this case, Keith ameamka.
All right.
Ameamshwa na fundi, niaje, kuna shughuli kuna kupiga, nimefika, sawa. So fundi 1 comes, nini, fundi 2 comes, nini, and then you remember there's breakfast. Oh, okay, so there's breakfast. And then you're like, when you're seated there, then you're like, oh.
Person X. pops up.
Downtime. Then you're like, yeah, I need to check on her.
Okay.
Umamkaje? In fact, like what he's saying. Umamkaje? Maybe mimi naamka sahi. Yet he probably woke up at 5.
Maybe like 5 hours earlier.
Yeah, about 5, 6. Amefanya 1, 2, 3. But then he tells you, even though kumeenda, this is where we are. I'm sending you photos and videos and stuff like that, and this is our update. And then, I mean, if you don't necessarily look at things from an emotional point of view, which I was trying to tell Babu, then if as a woman, then you are in the right space, because you'd want, maybe the moment I wake up like this,
you think about me like that's the
babe,
expectation actually.
But then again,
I'm just saying the truth. That's the expectation.
And that's why I started with the fundi woke you up.
Yeah.
The fundi, if you woke up, of course, the first thing I should think of is God. God, mazeni mamka, shukran, asante, amina.
Right.
And then like now for the day, like on a normal day, it's like, okay, so namka, na pray, na skiza mama, and then I go to the next. And if you're there, then of course, namka tuna pray,
Okay, so I wanna pray.
Yeah, tuna pray.
All right, so guys, what basically we are getting from this second question is that, like, for men, they are wired differently, so they have a different way of thinking, and that would definitely reflect in their day and how they do their things. So then what this means as from the other side, as women, then we need to accommodate them in our routines and understand them in what we do. Lakini sasa najua kuna when you wanna feel like response imekuwa a bit skewed. Hata mimi nimeshindwa kuwa respondia because whatever they are saying right now is actually making so much sense. But I know you're like watching from the other side, mko na tu comments mnataka kurusha. So rusheni comment. Mingi sana
najua. Madem akamapo kwa comment section tuone ni aje.
Ju like sisi tunaangalia this whole thing from a very emotional point of view. Mimi niko like, if you're waking up in the morning, you understand, kid, you should be thinking about me. Alafu God number 2. Alafu hizo vitu zingine number 3, 4, 5. So I will never understand what you all are like. I'm not even understanding. I'm just kind of trying to like, okay, fine then. You all are making sense, but I'm not understanding.
You get my point where I can backdate my day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the point.
Yeah.
Naweza kuwa nimefanya A, B, C, D.
I'm a ABC.
And then when I call you, I'm just waking up.
Yeah.
You get? It is for the sake of protecting your emotional.
Now put yourself,
My emotional space.
Put yourself
Alright.
on like you're within the same space. You're within the same space. You'll never, of course, wake up and just go to the bathroom just
Exactly.
So like
you'll get on your phone, and that's why that's why me as a woman,
My
I'm
point
trying
is-
to understand,
my
like,
point is-
where uliamka asubuhi Rube?
No.
Okay, let
I'm
me
saying
just, okay.
you're in the same space.
Fine. All right.
Get the question.
you're in the same
yeah,
space.
yeah,
All
we're
right.
in the same
Fine.
space.
All right.
So of course, maybe you're my boo, my wife, blah blah blah. If I wake up, of course, I'll chat you faster. We'll have a conversation. How did you sleep? Blah blah. Munju and stuff. And then of course pray, and then of course now.
Go on with the day.
Now.
So it is not necessarily, you're probably putting it from a point of view where like this person is
He's
away.
not close to you.
Yes. And when they're not away, I mean, when they're away, it means they're up to something which is beneficial.
Exactly.
Beneficial to this relationship.
Yeah, I get you, Rube. And what I can say maybe, utapata, now we put things into the right. I think, according to me, it will be the right perspective. We all will not wake up at the same time. Yeah.
For sure.
So unaweza pata mimi nimeamka na haujaamka. I don't want to wake you up. That's why she's saying she will wake up and find you on your phone. Because I don't want to wake you up. Now, I don't know if you've had enough sleep. So that's why in the modern day or in the recent day that we are living in, unapata umeamka, umeingia kwa
the current,
simu fast, blah blah blah,
And stuff,
scroll. Then baadaye akiamka, then you
You
Can
get
I
on the
correct
energy
you?
sasa.
That is where you go make her breakfast in bed.
Wacha to wrap up your question juu ya hiyo story.
Watch a jam.
So-
Lakini unamtengeneza breakfast.
So yeah, you chicks na expect mna respond to that question. Mimi mwambia hawa si wananipiga na mafacts. I cannot.
Haujaridhika, si ndio?
Sijaridhika
Lakini
jamani,
wanawake hawaridhiki.
Sijaridhika na
Next question,
response. So the next question is, guys, yeah. So for a very long time, we've victimized our women on being so materialistic. Yeah. But how about we go back to the style of dating we as men, right? Like the first time you dated your girlfriend and your girlfriend, maybe the current ones, uliwapeleka place amazing, like ulikuwa unataka kujekia ma gangster points, right? Like so ulifanya something literally so amazing. But now the problem is, as we go down the line, you start changing. Unaanza kumpeleka kibandaski. I understand there's all that vibe ya see all times are all the same, like maybe days will be different. But point is, yeah, don't you think nyinyi wanaume ndio umefanya women wakakuwa materialistic? Because we date them from their expectation. And then tunaanza double down sasa. Tunaanza drop the ball. And then so mimi as a woman, whenever I'm going to meet a man, I'm like, mimi nataka mse anafaa kunipeleka inaitwaje hii place, like mse anafaa kunipeleka somewhere so exotic, Kempinski, you know, because I'm always like the first date should be so amazing. But then tukifika hapo chini tunaanza drop the ball. So basi mbona tuna blame women for being materialistic if we are dating them from their expectations?
Let me respond. I'll gladly respond to that. I think first impressions matter for any case. Hata ukienda kwa sales pitch, ukienda kwa kuuzia mtu biashara, let's say you're providing a service and blah blah blah, you always like raise your bar at the highest. And it don't necessarily has to be like at biashara and any relationship. Everything you do, first impressions matter, because that is where you'll always look at this person from. The same way you've said Kempinski, ama whatever it is, let's say Panari or whatever, ama Sankara. Umepeleka Sankara for the first date. I took my time to invest in this because I saw something in you that I want to invest in as a future relationship kind of thing, blah 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 blah. So if I take you to a kibandaski from the onset, then you'll be like, yo, bro, ni nini bana, hizi ni gani? Like at the back of your head.
Yeah. But as you progress with these conversations, I'd like us to understand that you as person X, your capability ni kibandaski. Why are you saving up so much money to take me to Kempinski? Or why are you going out of your way to take me to Kempinski? And then date 3 tunaenda kwa mama mboga.
Okay, maybe.
Why not just be yourself? Stop managing my expectations. Let's just go to Kibandaski. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go to Uhuru Park. Let's take a walk. just show me your realism, because I feel like nyinyi ndio mmefanya madem wakakuwa very materialistic. Because mimi niko like ka kijana hezi ni buy ya iPhone, nafanya nini na yeye? Because nyinyi ndio mmecreate your standard ya I must provide to create an impression. You get what I'm saying?
Mimi naweza make a comment.
Yeah.
So personally from my experience, mimi naangalianga scalability na sustainability. The first thing is mimi hujipenda sana. Kama mimi mwenyewe siwezi toka kwangu nijipeleke Villa Rosa. Hakuna mdem napeleka Villa Rosa. Kama siwezi chukua do yangu nijibaye iPhone, mimi siwezi baya mdem iPhone. Juu mimi najipenda tu sana mimi mwenyewe. So the first thing. Alafu the second thing pia on scalability na sustainability is ukiangalia kitu rationally is mmoja hata at least dem nishanda na date kama 3 na cheki nikusha by the mdemu bamba nikina naye Villa Rosa, it will be a good experience, unaona, rather than mdem simjui nimpeleke like a very high end date na hata sijui tuenda kuvae baje, hiyo itakuwa wasted time, wasted resources. So mimi usemanga initial investment inakuwa minimal ukijaribu ku understand return on investment. Yani kabla uwekele pesa kwanza unaanza na 14 sita, unaona yenyewe naweza kazi ya matatu kabla uweke 65 sita. Hivyo ndo mimi think. Hiyo ni thinking yangu. So mimi hangalia hivyo. Because me I'd rather like at least kani mde umekuwa naye like hata kama ni for 3 months. Ukimpeleka Kempinski by the way, it's generally it's a better experience for all of you. You'll have a better time because mnaelewana vizuri, rather than someone who you are meeting for the first time and then like wewe mwenyewe utakomenda umespend do, the experience has not been nice for you, the experience jakuwa nice for them. So the first thing. Alafu the second thing is mademoto ni materialistic. Hakunanga cha nafanya mdem akuwe materialistic. Ni experience ni different. Kuna mdem kita tongea naye kita cheki by the mdem ni down to earth. Mimi nikiongea naye niambie pesa inabonga. Hapa ni gaji ndio inabonga. Ni mdem same by day. Kiti kifika ako tu like hey, ni aje njoo nimepanda for travelers drop location. Mimi nikibonga naye Uber Excel. Jiko na get. Ni the same
so kila dem ni materialistic. Like anakupima on your skills.
Ina depend tu
venye mmevaa hivi.
Hiyo day ana feel aje, ana feel kuonyesha material gani.
Ni polyester ama ni cotton ama ni silk.
Exactly. Ama dem materialistic wote.
Madem commentini hapo hivyo babu anawaingilia sana by the way. Babu amebasta wa bubbles.
Hakuna mdem anasema tu mdem si materialistic.
No, mimi si materialistic to say.
Okay,
kuna motherfucker kiuliza anasema ni materialistic, kuna mmoja anasema ni down to earth.
Just to bring me back to my point, the point when I made like nikisema nitakupeleka Panari or wherever it is, Kempinski, wherever it is, nini nimeona na udem. First of all, is she someone I want to like long term do a relationship with them? Is it someone I'm just, it's a fling or something and all that? So, nimekuweka in terms of like where I see you in the next few, whatever. And so, not necessarily the first date, because of course we met somewhere.
All right.
So, for example, we've met, not necessarily we've just met, let's say in a church. In a club, in a church, or wherever it is. But I've met you.
So the potentiality now.
Yes, but then like, how are you coming out as a potential, let's say, wife or girlfriend or thereabout? Then I'm like, penye nakuweka, mimi penye nakuweka, depending on how you carry yourself, how you like, bringing out your vibes and all. Nitaamua nikupeleke. Him he's said mimi ndakupeleka Kibandaski.
Ndasema kitu kama hiyo bro.
Umesema like
ndasema kama mimi ujipeleka Kempinski tunaenda Kempinski. Kama unaenda Kibanda lunch, tunaenda tu Kibanda lunch.
So you'll not take someone to Kempinski or wherever it
myself.
is. Yes. That's your point.
Yeah, that's my point.
But then why don't you just like say, it's not like often that you do some things, you do them like say on a first date, and it has to be like when you take someone out, you have to like
Think about
like,
it.
yeah, like it's a thought process.
Make it thoughtful.
Yeah,
Yes,
make it
mpaka
count.
unajua menu, unajua nini, as opposed to going to like and this I'm saying because you've seen the person you're sitting that is sitting opposite you is someone you want to like say you've already like analyzed and thought through it, and you know huyu ni mtu unaweza taka kuwa na yeye long term relationship. So whatever you're putting out there is out of like heart and like everything financially and everything. And experience has to be like, you know, like she always remembers the first time I met this person, I was like, yo, he pulled out his A game, and you know, basically that's the kind of vibe I'm trying to say. Then there is just, you know, person X, same place in a church.
So
let me finish. And then you're like, niaje uko fiti nini, story inaishi hapo, inakuwa, and then they keep calling you, and then you're like, okay, sir, I would not really like put on a Sankara kind of experience with them. I would probably like say, okay, let's meet for lunch, and maybe it's just a normal, not necessarily.
Yes, I have one question for you, Ruben. What's one hobby of yours that you like doing?
What's
your one hobby that you like doing?
I have many, but
just one like your top.
Okay, so
hobby.
top is depending.
No, just throw one.
I'm just saying, depending.
No, depending. Like what's the thing you like doing by yourself?
Can you just listen to me first? Depending on who I'm with. Or am I by myself?
No.
No, like your hobbies are your hobbies
Actually,
regardless of
hobby.
Ruben is actually saying like depending on yule msee mwenye ako na yeye,
Hey.
then I decide ni kitu gani favorite and
Because
it's still okay.
ngoja kwanza jibu swali yangu.
Alright.
What's your hobby? Like,
And I've asked you.
Your hobby is not like me. If I like fishing whether with myself or with 10 people. Like
Okay,
that's
so
a
for
hobby.
me,
What's your
I
hobby?
like just traveling.
You like traveling, right?
Yeah, traveling.
So let's say theoretically, right? You don't play golf, right? So there's this bomber's chick you've met. Bomber's fine dime, 10 out of 10, right? You have two options. Think about that chick. If she was to travel with you, like you like traveling, right? You'll be in your element, like, yeah, by the way, this is a waterfall, this is the road, like you're in your element because that's something you like doing. Like you can genuinely bring out the Ruben out of yourself, right? Because you like traveling.
I'm with you.
So you have an option of travel with that chick or go with that chick for a golfing date. You don't know shit about golf. Like you don't, like you just be pretending. You're not even in yourself. What do you think that chick will have genuinely have a good time?
But then again, is it her who's called me out for that golf, or is it me who's called out for that date?
It's
In the real sense,
Yeah,
what
if
happens?
it's
Who is
me,
going out on the
if
date?
it's me, then I would suggest something towards traveling, or
But you
the other-
categorically said, what I said was, me if I don't do that shit by myself, I'm not doing it with you. Like me kama nakulanga kwa kibanda, tuenda tu. Juu hapo kwa kibanda unajanga by the way madhe anapikanga matumbo chapati vile
awesome.
serious.
I-
Ukiniambia sijui nichague lasagna na tomato paste. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at in the menu.
let's hear what Keith has
I
to
totally
say.
get why or how Jonah has put his perspective. When you're taking out a lady on the first date, you don't want to embarrass yourself in the first place, right? You probably need to know how the menu looks like.
Exactly. Man.
You know where the washrooms are.
Exactly.
You know. So if I'm taking you on the first date, is to impress you, right?
Exactly.
Because you will never change the first impression. So I'll do it in my A game. And my A game could be nakupeleka place yenye I'm comfortable, I know you will like it. You know, in my own perspective, I know you will like it.
You're
Kama ni
element,
kibanda
sindio?
najua
like
utabambika,
kibanda
or I'll
skin.
make you
Right.
like that kibanda. You get?
You'll not be sweating
I will
profusely.
not be sweating, you know, because
So what
I think-
we are saying here, kuna two perspectives hapa hivi about like this whole thing. Kuna perspective here, we need to maintain the first impression, which is what you're saying. But also this other side, yeah, as much as kuna first impression, let it be within my comfortable space as a
Exactly,
person.
exactly.
Yeah? So then, but there's something like Babu said, which is why I was asking this entire question. Babu said women are materialistic. So then when and how can we actually find the fine line or find the balance between all these things? Because truth be told, there are men who will always go all out to make the first impression, and there are men who will always go all out to give you an experience.
So now maybe if I just respond to that, I'll say is that ile time yenye mambo yako haiko sawa, utaona mdem ako materialistic or something like that, you get, or mdem ameka standard yake iko way above what you can manage, you will feel like that is kind of materialistic. But if you can handle,
iko comfortable,
it's comfortable, right? That's what I can say.
Hiyo ni interesting pia. Tumeambiwa pia sisi madem ukipata msee akiwa on their prime, we demand for their prime.
That's not what I say.
That's what kids say. Demand for their prime. Ukipata dem kwa ukipata mjamaa on their prime, demand for their prime.
Exactly. And the guy won't have an issue
with it. And they'll not see you as materialistic.
Yes.
So pima mjamaa, mpime kabisa.
Sawa, pima.
Mimi nasema hivi.
Si ndivyo? Si tumekubaliana.
Pima na ukijipata nje pia shauri yako.
Mimi nasema hivi, si ndio? Si both me and you are adults.
Exactly.
Ukiniambia niaje Jona, baze kuna hii bonge la tamasha, ningependa uje, si ndio? Kuna responses that nitakupatia. Nakwambia wazee Keith niaje, haiwezi. Unaona? Ama nikwambie Keith niaje, ningependa kuja lakini sina nauli. Unaona? Ama Keith, tuma location. Naja. So ukideal na mdem pia, like it's an adult conversation. It's either anataka kuja, angependa kuja ama hana fare. Unaona? But then definitely kama mtu hana fare, nikwambie niaje Keith, fika umoja tu. Kama sina fare, definitely sasa kwambia Keith niaje story ya Uber or anything. If I genuinely want to come to your event, nakwambia maze Keith sina fare, but kutoka hapa hivi mpaka hapa hivi na honganiso, kutoka hapa mpaka hivi ni Chwani. Nitumie so 3 itatosha kuja na kurudi. Unayo ni genuinely someone who wants to come. But nikaanza kuambia maze Keith niaje, mimi mwenyewe sina fare lakini siwezi panda matatu. Na in real life on a normal day sipandangi Uber.
Yeah.
But si tunatry kumeki first impression ni count.
See then it's not first impression,
Not
just like it depends if if Keith invites me to an event, depending on my regard for Keith is Keith ni mse wangu. Definitely kama ndakuja na sina fare, nitamwambia tu mazee Keith niaje, mazee mwezi imelala kwa kona. Keith ataelewa niaje, shika hii punch itakusha kuja na kurudi. That's being like really that's a genuine conversation, because ama kinaambia niaje Jona, juu tuna run out of time, nitakuitia Uber ukuje, but kurudi utapanda matatu. You see, that's a very genuine conversation. But I'm not giving Keith like bare minimums, like maze Keith kama Siba.
Okay, all right. Okay, so, that's interesting. That's an interesting. So then if someone is giving you bare minimums, purely they are just being materialistic and they don't have regard for you as a person, right? That's what
I said. Everyone is materialistic. Just the same way if some random guy invited me somewhere, I'd be like, hey maze nimepiga hapo hivyo, maze ngata kufika hapo na kurudi ni ido. It's not the same convo I'll have with Keith. Na pia Keith maze Keith nimesota lakini kipanda for travelers, tumesota tu na camp.
All right.
And also maybe when you talk about materialistic and non-materialistic people, utapata madem kuna venye mna pivot expectation, from what the other girls are getting and what you are getting. Unapata
comparison.
Makes sense.
Unapata mimi mdemu wangu nampelekanga, tunatoka mtaa, tunaenda kufanya 1-2, si ndio? Unajua ikifika lunch time tunaweza pitia place X, Y and Z, si ndio? Jona akitoka na mdemu wake wanapitianga place fulani, you get
market soko.
And then now when Jona demu yangu na demu ya Jona wakipatana anaambia you get then demu yangu atakuja ni aanze kufeel hii place yenye umsa anapelekanga hani value, but that's not the case.
That's not how it is.
That's not how it is.
I think maybe just to reiterate, wewe na demu yako mmeenda KFC, mmeenda Swimo, mmeenda whatever movie, mmeenda home. Huyu mwingine babu ametoka ameenda marketplace, amebuy veggies na whatever it is, na ameenda home. So wakipatana inakuwa unajua nilipelekwa wapi? Alafu mimi nasema unajua nilipelekwa wapi? And then that begins the comparison.
Yeah, they compare and that should always be like something for us women. Haita ikosa kuwa.
Not just for you women.
Even for the men as well.
No, generally human beings.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so guys, I hope you enjoy the conversation today. Nimeka the guys on the hot seat. Tunauliza maswali ngumu. I hope I'm doing good at it. Kama mna feel kuna swali sijauliza, please feel free.
Na kuna msame pa hii conversation inaitwa Moffat.
tunamleta. By the way, we are taking a break, guys. Moffat anakuja sasa ana take over the other part.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So to take a break to sanitize kiasi.
Hakuna kusanitize. Shoot hiyo swali lingine.
No, Moffat anafaa kuja kwa set.
Shoot hiyo ingine.
Moffat anafaa kuja kwa set.
Hiyo part 2. Sawa basi mnasikia kuna part 2 na Moffat anakuja. Mafans wa Moffat, kama unajua Moffat, hebu kama unajua hebu comment hapo. You can actually
Thank you.
Send your question here. So we're gonna keep going, right?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Okay, so now we're gonna look at the emotional side of all of us. Apart from tunakuanga wagumu. Okay, staki misi mwanaume, but wanaume wamekuwa painted as people who are supposed to be hard, taking it in, showing up strong. You cannot slack, you cannot drop your ball. We see men as superheroes, superhumans. A mother sees their son as a superhuman. Mimi kama chick nitaona boyfriend yangu kama superhero. Yani nikiangusha glass hapa hivi vunjike, I expect my man atakuja niambie nitaishikanisha na glue. Okay, it's weird, but that's how we are all wired. But then I want to ask something. We are not all so strong. We are not so strong. There is a point we break down. At that point you break down as a man, why don't you tell people? Why do you have to wait so that you hit rock bottom? Mbona ungoje mpaka ukue auctioned to your last piece of land before you tell your wife that you had taken a loan with a sacco na umeshindwa kulipa?
I will take you back to my growing up as a kid.
All right.
Drawing from your question, I remember back then, let's say, okay, uko na sister na uko na bro, na wewe let's say ndio firstborn, na mwenda kwa mzae kwa nyumba, wewe ndio firstborn. Jona amekuchapa ngumi uko nje, my friend, umwenda umkilia as a man. Okay, as a boy you are there, mwenda home. I'm talking from like my experience, so you can always jump in. So utaenda home, mzae atakwambia, unajua ni aje, hebu rudi uko nje, inyo kelele unapiga, rudi uko nje, ujipange kama boy. Okay? Wewe deal na wewe Jona uko nje, mimi sitaki kusikia ukilia hapa hivi. Same thing he'll do to the bro and the lady, I mean your sister now, atapatiwe like all the affection, pole, nini, blah blah blah, you know, daughters, I mean daddy's girl, blah blah blah, being pampered and everything. So it starts from that early age where you're like, well, ni either ukwe hard ama ugo
hard ama go home.
So like from that point you start learning to become
hard,
tough. Actually not, the word is not hard, it's tough.
Right.
Like hapa hivi niko solo. Mzee hata kupiga vibare ukienda kwa ukilia. As in, they will not come to defend you. Just going by what like my experience was as a kid. So unarudi ukijiuliza huyu Jona, and eventually utakuja upige huyu Jona at some point because hata kuzoea. So utakuja upige Jona mwambie bro, mimi utakuwa unanipiga hivi, unapiga naye, mnafight nje, and then mnaheshimiana, and then you just grow in that space knowing that it's me and the world. I don't know if you get me. It's not, there's no one else to look out for you.
You don't have a support system.
Yeah,
mama.
It's you to look out for yourself, and then your networks, it's you to look out for them. Because then if you don't, you'll always keep crying, you'll always keep going to people, and they'll not be able to help you. So growing into a man, you become that kind of guy that when, like, say for example, something is happening out there, maybe you mentioned loans, you mentioned, you know, things will always either work for you or not work for you, but then you don't have no one to run to. Kama si Mungu, ni wewe.
You're on your own.
Yeah, exactly. And the woman around you is looking at you as the man, and you have this loan and you're not telling them. But then again, if you tell them, so
they're not going to help.
Exactly, so what?
They're not going to make any difference.
And then even if they do, they might. I'm not saying they might not, but they might. But then you feel some sort of weakness towards, you know,
actually
being
coming out.
supported. Yeah.
No, that's what I want us to
I also want to like, I want to make a comment. Nojanga like, as a man, you know, ladies have mademo na wana plan B. Tukisema mademo wako na plan B is that the society is raised that ladies can leverage on them being ladies and whatever God gave them to have, they have a strategic advantage. But at times as a man, the only thing you have is
yourself and
your God. So you have yourself and your God, and you see your God tells you that you're not supposed to be hopeless. Like, trust in your God.
Yeah.
So that's why a man will keep quiet. Baka auctioneers washampigia simu. Tunakuja. Tunakuja. Lakini bado ako like, by the way,
unatoa wife
Mungu wangu.
Chatukulela papa kiasi. Unatoa hauko.
Uko like, Mungu wangu, naweza toka hivi nje. Lori ya cash in transit yanguke. Niokote do. Like, as a man, because
why do you have such crazy faith? Like,
but that's all you have to do. Like, at times, as a man, all you have to do is the only thing when I'm backing on is faith and hope. That's all God gives you.
God.
Because you see, as a woman, you talk about, like, by the way, you know, if education does not work, if work does not work, I might marry a rich man. You have that option. Or you talk about, like, by the way, nimekosa unga kwa hii nyumba. Wacha niende hapa hivi pale nje. Ndatafuta customer. Ndapata unga ya ugali. Unaona, like,
mwanaume ana plan B.
Labda uko mwizi.
Plan B, like, you see, as a woman, you go like, default, mko na default, sijui ni plan E ama plan D. How can be prostitutes? Like, but like, you can resort to prostitution.
What do you mean? Okay, fine. Let's see what you have to say about
But as a man, it's your God.
Okay, keep respond.
Like, hapa ni nini?
Let's keep that respond at this point.
I want to believe whatever the name usually.
You want to believe?
It's just you know aje komsi komsa. For me, what I can say about men is that personally I believe that even rock bottom has a basement.
All right.
Yeah. So no matter how low I go,
There's always lower.
there's always lower. You know, I'm still floating. You know,
As long as you're alive,
as long as you're alive.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow will be better than today.
Okay.
You know. So before I go out kusema kitu imekataa.
All right.
Yeah. Naamini acha tungoje kesho tuone itakuwa.
Itakuwaje? Maybe itakuwa.
And that's why unapata men they will delay saying ABCD is wrong before, you know, I will want to sort it as a man before going out.
Before going on.
I know there's maybe one thing I need to add there.
Okay.
You see, also growing up as a child, definitely there are days that your mother did not have food.
Yeah.
But then your mother will not come and tell you by the way, watoto wangu umejua sasa leo nimeenda kibarua, tutapata sasa leo
Unajipanga.
naomba muwe tayari leo mnakanja. Mama kangekwambia kwa like hebu ngoja kwanza nyanyanya anakuja simu sijui nini, nimechuna managu pale na chemsha, ankogo anaweza kuja na unga gani kama amechelewa atakuja kesho na unga, lakini leo kunyeni tu supu ya managu na hizi managu, like itabidi manage. The same for a man, like you see for a man it's like society, like it's
imetushape hiyo design.
Unachukua the like it's more of parental ama leadership. So huwezi kuja waambie mdee mazee ni aje. Leo nimeenda kibaro lakini hakuna leo utakuja tu supu ya managu. Itabidi naje Ruben kwa doza yangu nimempigia lakini bado ni mteja. But juu nasikia njaa kwanza kula hii managu na hii supu. Ngoja doza rudi.
I'll give you an example. Let's say even at the presidency level, utapata kuna crisis huko juu. But before it's laid to the public, there's some sort of like delay tactics.
All right. Okay.
Yes. So what happens is like they're trying to manage the situation because let's say if they just announce it like directly, I'll give an example. Our late Mzee Raila. I'm sure your information ilikuja like delayed because there's a way they have to manage and if they put it out like okay nimededi sahi nimeannounce sahi, there's chaos, there's no control, and it's the same thing that goes into, let's say, our situation. I'm talking as a man, our situation, because if I come to you and tell you auctioneers gonna come, then panic mode, sijui itakuwaje. So I need to manage to know like exit situation hii ni nini, and then I come and tell you okay, so nimekuwa na hii situation, tumekuwa hapa na tumefika hapa. So I've given you the problem and the solution so that you don't have to panic. So that you can be able to take it in softly.
Okay. So basically, guys, what I'm getting from your responses is that the reason as to why you all don't like dispense information immediately, first of all, is because you want to take a lead on it.
Exactly. And take
It's not,
control.
it's not because we want.
Control.
It's because
You're supposed to.
we are obligated. And we don't volunteer ourselves that we want to take a lead.
Okay. So they actually, so kitu ya kwanza kama haujaambiwa about your loan ya sako, it's because he is obligated and he's actually doing what he's supposed to do. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
But the second thing also you may get from your conversation, which I don't know if we're ever going to find a solution to, is that men don't actually have a support system. Like you see the way me neza encounter a problem as a chick. Right now I'll just
Society
like take the call and call my mom. Yani niko na support system mzima. Naweza pigia mamangu, naweza pigia aunti yangu, naweza pigia
siwezi
cousin
pigia
yangu, naweza
mzae.
pigia mabeshte wangu, you know.
Mzai unampigia ukimuuliza zile za by the way mzai nimefika hapa na ni aje atakwambia hapa hivi bonge na nkona ni ama nini, but then bado hujapata solution. Like it's never like easy for men to like, you know,
Navigate
and
out of a difficult situation.
I'm not saying it happens for everyone.
Alright.
I'm just saying from my experience. So like
Okay.
it's not taken out of context
Alright,
in terms of like say because I'm sure kuna mandumi hapo hivyo atakuja kusema mi nikipiga mzee ananisotigi, so unajua wewe unaweza kuna sotiwa, so it depends on the situation. Maybe mzee wako ako well off.
For me, what I can say, my support system is, or kind of support system is that, you see, when you just go out and be with the guys, you know, even if we are not talking about the problem, that is my support system.
Yeah.
You know, like I've gone out, I've seen Mofa is doing fine, that's good. Jonah is doing fine, that's good.
Yeah. Your circle is doing good.
I'll do good also, you know. That is fine. That is for me that is my support system.
Yeah. So that means then as men we don't have me I'm not a man, I'm saying as men you all don't have like an elaborate support system like as women, so you really need to find like structures like he is saying amongst your friends just to, but kama kuna also something else nime get from you all is that men are very hopeful creatures. Like I don't know why you'd be waiting till the last minute ndio kusotia story ya msi wa
Wahenga walisema it is not over until the fat lady.
the fat lady. Yeah, so men are actually hopeful. Men are actually hopeful creatures.
I think we work best under pressure. True. I would like say, for example, have something to do, but then there's a timeline. Let's say there's 2 weeks to go. I will do it probably on the 14th or 13th day.
If you say 2 weeks, then 10th.
So you work well under pressure.
Yeah, and most men do the same thing.
Right.
I don't know, maybe they have a different opinion.
Okay.
But basically that's a man would probably like you know nambia Jola ni aje tunafaa ku travel, unafaa kutumia do flani ndio tupange hivi na hivi na hivi. Nikamwambia Rube relax. Utapata hiyo do ile mpaka usha give up, unapata Jola na kutumia hiyo do.
You do the last minute. Wow.
But apart from you, like men were very hopeful. Even hata Jesus time alikuwa anakuwa crucified, despite the fact that alikuwa anajua anaenda.
Yeah, alikuwa tu bado anabeba
Kuna time
msalaba.
anasema my father, why have you forsaken me?
Oh wow, guys. Hey.
Na alikuwa hiyo story from the word go, alikuwa anajua mazee hii ndio mwisho, lakini when it got point alikuwa like mazee maybe God may change mind our Romans.
Anaweza kuwa
aende kunistab, watanishukisha kutoka kwa msalaba. Unacheki.
Wow, okay.
So anachiki mazee mawe inachemuka mpaka yeye mwenyewe akasema my father, why have you forsaken me? So
Eloy.
Yes,
Eloy. Okay, so guys, wow. We've had such an interesting conversation. And I feel
and the time has been against us.
Yeah. Na feel sijauliza maswali zote. So I hope we are going to have like
but I want to interject here.
Okay.
I think it is only fair that you've asked all of us very, very interesting question. I think every one of us has one question that we'd like to ask a lady. And given that you're a lady on set, I think it's we got 3 questions for you. Yeah.
Starting with you.
Hey, ungaja. Wewe.
Tuanze hiyo na next set ama unaonaje? Next set yanze na
Me nianza na emotional point of view because maybe just thank you Babu for that, by the way. It was a one-sided
Conversation.
That was
3-1.
the
You got
whole
3
idea for
questions,
today.
yeah.
That was the whole idea for today,
Got 3
right?
questions though.
No.
For the
So
guys.
for me, For me,
They need to be very fast then.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's very
definitely.
fast.
Don't worry.
Ni utajibu long. Mazoezi ni very fupi.
Wewe ndo utakuwa.
Utadelay.
Mimi ndio okay, all
Uta over explain.
I'll give an example.
Okay.
Nimekuja home, nimebashi huko na mdosi, nimetoka huko nimebashwa na client, nimetoka huko nimebashwa na wochi hapo kwa gate, karao huko kwa barabara amenibasha, amenikula do yangu fulani. Nimefika home, umetoka nini, like mbona tufanya hivi? And then like genuinely you've not like done anything out of the norm, but umefika home, you are expecting like some sort of support system to like calm you down, feel
like
at
a soft
home.
landing
Yes, like najua penye naenda kuland soft, lakini sasa unayomsei penye yako anaenda home akijua kwanza saa saa ngapi na umeshikwa na karau umepelekwa mpaka police station, like you get the day has been rough, mdosi clan me some deal has gone wrong, mdosi amezusha. Long story short, umefika home.
Umetoka wapi? So me hapo hivyo
Why do you have to ask?
Why do you have to ask those questions? First of all, as a woman, whenever I'm just like answering as a woman right now. I'm not being factual. Like I'm not really actually being factual. I'm just answering as a woman. Whenever my man is not with me, I am feeling like he's out there doing some very, very bad things with women.
Feeling.
So that's the first thing actually men should understand.
The keyword is feeling.
Yeah, it's
Let's
a
continue.
feeling. Yeah. And that's why I said it's not factual. It's just like an emotional response to the situation. So that's one thing men should always know. Whenever your woman is not with you, they have always these pre-filled ideas about where you are. Not because they are insecure, not because they are all those things. It's just a woman. They're just being like emotional. But the second thing also is that like you say that whenever nikikutext asubuhi tunafaa tuelewane, like we should understand each other. This is how we operate. Kama unanitext for 24 hours, fai kufeel vibaya. So the same thing, if you're coming home after midnight, if we understand each other, if we are on the same wavelength, I shouldn't have a problem. The only problem inakujanga ni what were you doing outside? I think that's what you've not answered. Ukiulizwa hiyo swali mbona unafika saa hizi, it's not usually about the time, it's what were you doing. That's what you haven't answered as a man.
I'm relating this
Just
story.
just to add something.
I'm relating this story.
At times that I say tuna your answer. What were you doing outside? That's even us. If you ask us.
But you know that's the
Even us
problem.
can't explain what we're doing outside.
But no, just say ndio shida.
Time went so fast.
I'm relating this story to the conversation we just had.
Yeah.
This is a man who's trying to like keep calm,
Okay,
keep
right.
cool. Don't show like ati nimeshikwa na karao. Unajua wewe ni macho, like you're macho. Like
Utaki kuonekana
you
you have a bad
kuchoma. But then unafika home just in the same spirit. Sijakwambia nimeshikwa, sijakwambia nini. When I get home, why don't you just like sit me down and like
ask you.
ask
Ikwe
in the best
huko baadaye.
it's not necessarily in a
Interrogation.
ni conversation.
Aki wacheni niwaambie ukweli. Let me just be so truthful. That will never happen. If you're expecting that to happen, it will never happen. And when it does happen, it will be a woman who's actually amekuvumilia sana na yeye kukuja yako late. And I'm being very factuous. Siwafichi, nastaki kuchocha, nastaki kupaka mafuta. Women will never understand why you're coming home late. We will never take any reason. We will not wait for 1 hour to ask you. We will ask you right at the door. Yeah. So
I
I think
have also a very interesting question.
Yeah, I think
This one has to be answered, and you need to answer it very, very clearly.
Yeah.
Why do women incite men to violence? When I say why do women incite men to violence, it's I am a woman. Nikiangalia Kate vizuri najua naweza nitandika mpaka anichinja nichemsha nikule. Mwana anambia basi nipige. Like what the fuck is happening? Mimi siwezi na kwambia ule goleta Bungoma nipige. Ila tunarusha ama naenda nyumbani like hakuna anambia basi nipige. Why do you all incite men to violence? Like
It's just
why?
emotional blackmail.
Why? Like why? The niggas want to beat you.
It's just emotional emotional blackmail.
Yeah, you need jibu. Yeah, you need jibu. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
It's just emotional.
You don't have to answer that.
Bora kutandika
Mimi
bana.
naambia tu mimi naambia tu hivi, a woman is just emotional. Anything anafanya first instance haitaikuwa factual, itakuwa tu emotional. Yeah.
Keep over to you.
Okay.
I would want to ask my question in the next set.
No. Ask today.
Yeah,
We have 3 questions.
Okay. There's this tendency, like, the question that comes mostly, mbona. Like, you've done something, then I was like, mbona. Like, how do you answer? Like, it's already happened. Then you're asking me, mbona.
Like, you should have got more about it. What do you mean? What do you mean you did it?
But
You should have got more about it.
Ikishafanyika. So ukinuza mbona tajibu
Sisi
aje.
ndio mbona ukufikiria zaidi?
Exactly my question.
I think we should have
We can't help
I think we
it.
should have Kit's wife over on the set for that question to be answered correctly.
One thing I'm trying to tell you all. Hizo maswali zote mmeniuliza. A woman's default like response would be like an emotional response. It will never be factual.
And same thing, a man's response would be like, how do I quickly stop this woman from speaking? Like, I don't know if you get me. Niko serious. No, niko serious.
Okay. Yeah. So we are saying the woman is emotional. Like,
okay. Mimi nimefika tayari niko na mapresha zangu behind the scenes. Nimefika umetoka, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, how do I get you to like just tulia.
Just calm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you're like ningesha hata sijaekewa food you get me.
Yeah.
I'd like to like find a quick way to just like zip you, do my thing,
And just
Then
like
and then when you cool off,
Then come back and
and then we come back and revisit that conversation.
okay. And the best way to do that, can I say that?
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is always communicate to a woman. If you know you're outside, you're running late, wewe sema tu yo, my guy, mimi nitafika
hizo zote utaulizwa 2 hours later.
Exactly.
Unaulizwa unakuja late ya saa ngapi? Hiyo time mimi mwenyewe sijui late yangu ni ya saa ngapi. Niko by the way definitely I might know. I might give you an example.
I might kushika more than 2 hours.
The thing is,
What do you mean?
I might be 15 minutes late or 2 days late. All I know is I'm not going to come on time.
No. I think that's anyway, guys. It's been a wonderful conversation.
Fire.
Yeah, fire. Sisi ni fire, guys. I think like we're gonna do this again.
Again. Based on your comments and based on your feedback, we would like to like just listen out to your responses and all that, and take it to the next level. Hopefully we can do another session, and hopefully the same crew along with Moffat will be on this set to dive deeper into this.
Let's take a deep dive
into this hot topic. I think we should have had Jeff Koinange with his fire extinguisher on this session, because it's been fire.
It's been real.
Yeah, it's been real. And anyway, we thank you for keeping it locked to our channel. May you continue spreading out the word to the rest of your networks, and may we get more likes and more subscribers on the channel. Babu, finish with msemo.
Kwa msemo kweli, yani nasema tu wacha niseme anitongaje?
Nani?
Simple boy. Na sauti ya rap, kwa nasema kelele ya mkundu. So my day, as much as the times that we are
to our host of the day.
Mimi nitasema tu keep it Dingy Corner. More amazing stuff coming up. Yeah, it's been amazing. Alafu pia niseme ni wa Modende ama ni Mbwekse. Modende.
Anyway, it's It's been real, so keep it locked. Don't forget to like. We really depend on your views, your opinions, your comments for us to keep going. So like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you. See you on the next one.
Cheers.